and welcome to a quick video tour of our Brightspace course, just to give you a sense of some of the functionalities I've built into it and navigation of where and how to find everything that you need. So overall, please keep in mind, Brightspace is a brand new learning platform for us here at UCM, so there may be some things that aren't working quite right, or if you can't figure out where something's located, could be my fault. So please do let me know via email and I will definitely help you try to navigate. We will all be learning how to use Brightspace together at this session. So first of all, here on the home page, there's a couple things up top that I want to show you. If you are taking multiple courses, this waffle will help you navigate to those other courses. And then you have across the top this navigation bar. So course home, course tools, content is a really easy way. If you click content, it takes you to week 1 or wherever it takes you. And then over on the left is a really easy way to click through all the different modules. Additionally, you'll find overview bookmarks in the course schedule here, and I'll walk you through those soon. You will also want to use the grade tab to view the grade book. So the grade book here will include all of the categories. So you'll see exercises category with everything that it counts as an exercise listed here. So you can really easily see the way that your grades are calculated. This JCKL tool takes you to the library homepage, which may be especially important when you begin to do research in Composition 2. The course calendar is linked up here, so there's several ways to find the course calendar, and once we get to June, you will see a little blue dot for the assignments that are posted that are due on those dates, and those are, exercises or larger assignments. Things like course readings will not appear on the calendar. There's also this help button. If you are struggling to navigate Brightspace, you are not the only one. As we get to learn it here, Brightspace Help will link you to a couple resources that you can use. So going back to the home page, right here on the top is the welcome banner that includes my email and the link to our Zoom room. So if we do need to meet one-on-one via Zoom, this is always the link that we will use for that. You will also see the course calendar over here, and that calendar will show, again, any of the assignments that we're submitting on Classroom. It does not include smaller tasks like course readings, but this is a reading here, a PDF, and it's marked as something to be completed, and then shows you when week 2 will be posted and coming up, as well as when different exercises need to be completed. Announcements or news will be included here. So every week I'll, give a sort of an update as to how things are going, what's coming up, preview some of the coursework. And so those announcements or news items will be located here once we begin the course. Finally, down at the bottom, this is where you will usually scroll to access your coursework. So first of all, the enrollment validation, everybody will need to click into this and validate your enrollment. That's just telling UCM you do intend to be in this course and take this course. Official paperwork thing that everybody has to do. Then the Start Here tab, which obviously you have found your way to if you have found this video, but I do want to point out in the Start Here tab, you will find always the course syllabus and course schedule linked here, as well as some tech tutorials. So how to submit Google assignments on Brightspace, which most of our assignments will be Google assignments, so you will need to know how to do that. This is a video created by another organization, but all applies. So please do take a look at that, and that will talk you through how to actually submit and finish our assignments in this course. And other tech tips will be appearing too here as I continue to build this course. Moving over here on the left, this is a really easy way to jump to the next week or to a different week. So over here, let me talk you through how each weekly module will be set up. So every single thing you need for week 1 will be all located in week 1. First of all, at the top of every weekly module, you will see a checklist for the week. This includes every little thing, every single thing you need to complete to finish the coursework for this week. So this includes large assignments, which will always be in bold, exercises, paper due dates, reminders, tips, guidelines, and also list all the readings and video lessons and resources that should be completed throughout the course of the week as well. Very importantly, please know the due date officially on Brightspace for all assignments for the week is always that Friday. The Friday of week 1, all week 1 work is due. The Friday of week 2, all week 2 work is due. However, if you wait until late in the week, you will not have time to complete all that work and do well on it. So on the checklist, I've divided the work into work I recommend you complete by Wednesday, and then work I recommend that you complete Thursday and Friday. This will help you manage your time well and make sure that your pacing will match the pacing of the course. So again, this is just a recommendation that you complete it by Wednesday, or try to, although the official due date for all coursework will be the Friday of each week. Heading back to Brightspace now. Oops, it took me back to the Start Here tab, so I'm just going to use the left to navigate back to week 1. You will see exercise 1, exercise 2. These are Google assignments. So you will need to watch the video, which I've also posted here in week 1 on how to complete and submit those. If you've ever used Google Classroom, it's going to look really similar to that, but be just slightly different since it's integrated into Brightspace here. You will also see underneath the checklist any course readings. And again, everything is posted here in the order of the checklist, which is the order that I do recommend you work through the coursework each week. I also want to show you the bookmarks concept here, which is a great feature for keeping track of anything that you decide is really important. I can't bookmark things. You have to decide what to bookmark for yourself. What I do recommend you using the bookmark tab for is paper assignment sheets or any other really important resources that you know you're going to need to return to. Paper assignment sheets include all the requirements and the guidelines for how to actually write the papers. So those are going to be things that you open up again and again. So for example, if I wanted to bookmark a resource, I would just click into it. And you can do this for any of these items. When it pulls up over here on the right is this little bookmark image. If you click that, then when you go back to the table of contents in your bookmarks tab, that will be readily available right here for you. So again, this is for you to use if you choose to use it, but I do really recommend thinking about which of these resources you're going to want to find easily and come back to, whether it's assignments, paper information, assignment information. The syllabus might be a good thing to bookmark because you may need to come back to that as well. Over here on the left, you can also access the course overview and the course schedule, as well as those bookmarks. So just returning to week 1, another reminder, the checklist is really your best resource in this class, beginning of every week. And in fact, each week will usually be posted the Friday of the week before. You can always get started over the weekend, open up that checklist, get started on the readings and the supportive coursework, and then begin working on the exercises so that you are staying caught up on everything you need to do. These weekly checklists are your best resource as we move through the class. I hope that helps you get a sense of how everything is set up on this specific course in Brightspace. As always, please do email me if you have any questions or you're having trouble finding or accessing something that you should be able to find on Brightspace. Thanks so much. Bye.